Good morning. From me and my squeaky wheeled Fiesta. Oh, hang on. How are we? I'm better than I was last night. I had my moment last night. I did eat food last night because I was just really annoyed at everything. And then I was throwing up at 2 o'clock this morning. So there we go. I am not going to work this morning. I am going and getting a new tattoo. And I'm very excited. Mainly because last year I said, like, you know, I want another 2 toes this year. It just never happened. Oh God. Right there. It just never happened. Just didn't get the time, wasn't well enough, all that sort of jazz. Not that I'm probably well enough to get a tattoo now, but I'm getting it. I booked it, I paid the deposit, all that. Plus I've really wanted to be for a long time. And then I'll be evened out and I won't feel lopsided. I hate when people do that. Just walk up to a crossing and expect to be able to just walk away, and it's like, do you not understand that we have, like, in cars we have stopping distances, and you turning at the last second as you walk past the bloody zebra crossings isn't helpful. That really grinds my gears. Ugh. So yeah, no, throwing up at 2 o'clock this morning. The food wasn't worth that. I don't know if it's that I ate too much, because I normally have like these smaller round red plates that I eat off, and I don't know where they've all gone, which means they may well be up in the brother's room. Third gear. Third gear is really great to put away from after going to stop. Anyway, what? What? Yeah, I normally eat off a small round red plate, because then I'm not overeating. But I don't know where they've all gone. So I had one of the bigger square plates, and I put how much I would have, probably a little bit more than what I would have normally eaten on the plate, because I think it's something that people subconsciously do. You get a bigger plate, you put more food on it. And if you're going to like a Michelin star restaurant, in which case you've got a plate that's the size of a double decker for a little cake that big. But yeah, I'm gonna get in contact with my, wow, hi son, how you doing? I'm gonna get in contact with my consultant secretary this morning once I get into work. I probably dietitian in the next couple of days. Because it is, the feeling hungry isn't an issue at all for me. I'm fat, but I don't eat loads. Contrary to, like, you know, what popular belief is with fat people. I've always been fat. It's not a new thing. It's just what it is. Yeah, it's nothing new for me. But I'm not sitting down, like, if you ever go to Toby Carvery, you see people and their plates are like that, and it makes me feel ill when I see people's plates like that, because I'm just like, how can you do that? And then they'll have a dessert after or something, and it's just like, how? I don't even have a bleeding roast when I go to Toby. I have something off the menu because I enjoy a roast, but I have to really want one to have one. Whereas my mother's obsessed with roast, so she can have a roast every day and not have to deal with the cleaner. She'd be very happy. Yeah. I think yesterday, well, it's yesterday for me. It's going to be a couple days. By the time I upload this, I've got a few to upload. I think yesterday, literally, it all just got on top of me, and I knew it wasn't just going to be a 2-week stint. I knew it. I thought 2 weeks is too short. So I was expecting her to say however much longer. But I think it's literally all just got on top of me yesterday. Just I'm tired. Basically, I'm tired. I've got emotions everywhere because period, simple as. And it was one of the reasons why I had, like, you know, the implant was because of I basically just turn into a nut when I'm on the period. I'm fully aware of it. Not as bad as I used to be. I used to be a full out nutter, but it definitely affects me, and I've only taken the implant out to see, because I know a lot of people will put weight on with it. So I'm like, right, I've got something inside me which causes weight gain, and I've got a disease that causes weight loss. Am I staying the same weight because they're, like, essentially kind of battling against one another? I think it's proved itself already that yes, that is the case. So I think I need to look at another form of contraceptive or something that can, I think the injection in your bum stops your periods. I might have to go for that because it's rough. Crohn's, and then you've got period as well. And as I've said, I'm a very clean person. Like, not OCD, but I like to be clean. That's why I don't like periods. I just don't deal with them. I can deal with it and all that, it's fine. But it's like always in your head you're thinking, can you smell me? And I know logically that I don't smell, because of what I use. But yeah, it's just, I think if I didn't kind of like, you know, lose my head, just what I feel happens. I've got sweets this morning. Sorry. This is the first thing that's going in my mouth. It's the first thing that's going in my mouth today. If I didn't turn into such like a nut job when I'm on my period, I'd deal with them 100%. But because I do turn into such a nut job, like with the video that you guys will see before this one, yeah, that was after I'd already lost it up in work, like, you know, speaking to one of the girls and the guy from across the way from me. So it wasn't as if, you know, I'd sort of kept it inside all day. I'd already spoken about it. I'd already vented. So it wasn't as if it was something that had been kept in all day. And then I've got Red Bull as well. This is just left over from yesterday. Because I'm very dry this morning. So yeah, it wasn't as if it been something that had been kept inside and had just sort of mulled over all day. It'd been, I'd already vented, which for me normally I have, like, you know, a vent, a cry, I'm good to go. Whereas I vented, I cried, came down in my car to go home and speak to you guys, and I was crying again, and then I got home and I cried again because I was saying to my mum, I just can't do it. I can't. I will try my bloody hardest to keep going with it, but I believe it's not helping / possibly doing harm, if that's possible. I don't feel any different. If anything, I feel worse on the modulen than I did feel off it. So in my head, it's like, what is the point in me being on this, because it's not helping me in the slightest. What's the point? Like, I don't know, just stupid stuff like hoovering the living room, right? Normally I'll get warm, but since I've been on this, I have been a sweaty pig just from hoovering my living room. And it's not a huge, massive, great living room, you know? I live in a normal house, a normal semi-detached house. It's nothing major. It is the length of the house, but I've been hoovering that floor for 9 years. And it's even easier because I've got a bleeding shark hoover. It's not as if I'm battling with some heavy Dyson or something. It's a shark, so it's light. It's not a big heavy, you know, thing. And it's just, it was pouring off me the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? The heating wasn't on. I turn it, before I start cleaning, I turn the heating off and I give it everything half hour to cool down. It was literally pouring off me, and I was like, this isn't normal for me. This is far from my normal, or you know what constitutes as normal for me, because as we know, there is no such thing as normal at all. But man, it's been killing me trying to keep the house clean. Near enough killing me, you know. It feels like it kept dying, and it is. I'm not a lazy person. This is what's annoying me. Is I sat looking at the Christmas tree yesterday in the office, and I thought, I want to get that down. We're going into bad luck now. I want to get that down. Didn't get it. Didn't do it. Oh. Just didn't do it. Yeah, I was just like, this isn't, it's not right for how I am. And it's like when I saw her, I'm supposed to be on 4, for me, I'm supposed to have 2 litre total a day, which for me, with how I fill up my pot, it's a 600 pot, but I fill up to 500. And so I'm supposed to have 4 of them a day. I cannot manage 4 a day. It's come back up when I've tried to do 4. I've got to 3.5, and it's just been like, no. But it's the feeling that I've been getting with it. It's not been nice, and I'm just trying to get some sugar into me. It's not been pleasant. It's really, really not been pleasant. I can put up with a lot of shit. I really can. But it's breaking me. Which is so annoying. Because I've tried everything. I've tried vegetarian, I've tried vegan, I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. And I was fully prepared to give this a go. But it's like, essentially 6 days in, and I ain't right. You know? I'm not how I normally am. I don't feel better. If anything, I feel worse. No, it's not if anything, I do feel worse. Simple as that. You know? But in the fact that I've cut out dairy and all that, sorry, I just realised I was fully talking with my mouth. When like, I love a good cup of tea. Love a good cup of tea. But I have got almond milk. I've got a couple of milks up in the office because I generally don't tend to drink a lot of tea when I'm at home. I've got loads of tea at home, but I just don't tend to drink it. just get brought up at work, and I have a lot of fruit tea and all that up at work. But I believe, like most people, we enjoy a cup of tea, like a proper cup of tea. So I just stopped having tea for a long while, because it's like, right, not gonna have it. Cut out chocolate, anything to do with dairy I've cut out, cheese, all that I cut out. Fine. And it helped. It definitely helped. Like, you know, a lot of the pain I was having, I was sort of thinking for a long time, I think dairy is definitely something that triggers me. It's fine. Cut it out. Cut it out. Fine. Yes, I love it. You're a dickhead. So it is, you cut all this out, and then you go on to this bloody drink, and I genuinely, when I've had that drink, I feel worse than when before or after I cut out all the dairy. And now I'm on this drink, and I feel like I did when I was having all the fucking dairy and cheese and all that, and chocolate. So it's like, great. You know? Yeah, that's just, it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm struggling, it's as simple as that. I have to get in contact with his secretary today. I'll see what gets said from them, and then I'll email the dietitian, I think, because I think I tried to explain it yesterday and I haven't listened back to it, so I don't know if I explained it well at all. It's all, she's a dietitian, she isn't specifically someone to do with Crohn's or colitis, if that makes sense. And I'm not bashing her ability, but he did specifically ask for one diet, which was the elemental diet, is what he wanted me to be on. But she's, I don't know, it sounds bad, but she's almost undermined him and has given me the modulen. But I specifically said to her in the meeting, I said, I'll give anything a go. I am a little bit worried about this, because it sounds very much like it's going to be, from what I understand, it's like a refined back milk, and it's like formula for a baby. Essentially, that's what it is. I was like, dairy is a trigger, massively. So obviously I've got, like, you know, a dairy intolerance, lactose intolerant, whatever. I've never been tested for it, but it's like, obviously it's got to be there, or maybe it is just from the Crohn's. Pardon me. I'm glad I left early. I was going to leave at 9, but I left at 20 to 9. Our appointment's at 9:30, it's 9:10. So that was a good idea, Ellen. I'm not far from where I'm parking, but you know. But yeah, it was going, I thought it was going well. I thought I could cope with it. I can't cope with it, man. I really can't cope with it. You know, it's like I normally go and do slinging when we're doing crane supervisor testing. And I said to the girl that organises all the courses, why are you still sat there? I said, I'm not being funny. I said, but while all this is going on, I don't feel okay enough to do that. And I enjoy going over and doing it. I enjoy being, you know, in the field with the lads and, you know, bantering and helping them, not helping them out, but when we're training, help, you know, I'll just say no if they ask me to do something and they've not done something else, which generally is the best way to teach them, get them to do something right. That's fine, but no, give them a minute, I'll think of it. I do enjoy it, and it was affecting, like, you know, the day after I was doing it, like, you know, because you're lifting, you're doing a lot, you know, you're not just stood about all day kind of thing, you're moving a lot. So it would affect the day after, but I enjoyed doing it, so I never said anything. Shauna, if you're watching this, I'm not complaining, but yeah, the next day would be affected from it. Like when my knees were really bad, my knees the next day would be swollen, and normally I'll be over there on a Friday, because generally Wednesdays and Fridays are testing days, so my Saturday would be like, you know, sort of the duff, you know. But at the moment, I do not in the slightest feel well enough to be going out there and doing that. I don't even know if, like, you know, being there for the day, I don't even know if I'd be safe to drive home, if that makes sense. Like, when I very first started doing care work, like as in the very first day, I was out from 6 in the morning until 10:30 at night, and we did not stop. My feet were in agony. It felt like there was someone quite literally stabbing my feet, and I called my mum up from outside the house where I had been with the other carer, and I said, I'm not safe, Mum. She'd been out doing care because we both started the same job at the same time. I was like, I am fucked, essentially, because I'd gone from doing nothing to doing that, you know. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm lazy. Is the main thing I want to get across, because I'm the very furthest thing from lazy. I procrastinate, but I get the job done. And that is a big thing with, like, you know, my entire family. Well, on one side, we are massive procrastinators, literally the worst for it. So it's literally, it's in me blood. So, you know, it's you know, legit. But jobs get done. I'm not sat on my backside all day every day, you know. I prefer being busy over not being busy. I hate being bored. Worst thing. Like, I'll get to a point where I'm trying to find something to watch on telly, and I don't know if anyone else ever gets this, but it's like you just cannot find anything you want to settle on. You'll sit and you'll go through, like, on YouTube, and you'll start 20 videos and not watch a single one of them because it's just not it. Or you'll start a thing on Netflix and it's just not it. Or you'll go on to Now TV, it's not it. Literally, it's the worst thing ever. And then you just say, like, just. And it's like, Sunday night at 10 o'clock, I'm unpacking all the perfumes that I got for Christmas, because why not? And it's just like, yeah, let's unpack them. Oh, that smells nice. That smells nice. I think I've got 4 perfumes, which then every year it's always like, are you trying to say I smell? You always have to make that joke, don't you? Whenever you get anything that's like a smelly or whatever, you saying that I stink. But yeah. Anyway, I'm nearly where I need to be. So I will speak to you guys in just over an hour with a new addition to my body. Eat well, sorry. Stay well, eat whatever you can, stay hydrated, all that jazz. See ya in a bit.